have dresses here. Each group will take one and you'll have a different set of measurements, but I'm not gonna measure them out for you. I want you to do that. What I do want you to know is what I need covered. So for example, on this piece, there is a separate tie, so you'll need a measurement for this. And these are finished measurements, not the pattern, right? So this would be like 2 1/4, but you would measure the size of the width of the thing and then the length, all right, for this size. You would need to know the measurement from below the collar, not the stand, but below the collar to the finished hem, okay? Then you would also need to know, there's a yoke here. The yoke width in the front, the yoke width in the back. Okay, so if you're doing half measurements, that's fine, but you gotta, again, be consistent. So on this one, if the front and the back probably should be measured separately, but they're gonna be pretty much the same. Always on the bust, for this, where this button is, this is your bust, so that's how you would know. You put the button where the center of the apex is when it's on a dress form. When it comes to the pockets, you want the depth of the pocket, the width and the depth. When it comes to the length of the sleeve, you need the top sleeve and you need the undersleeve length, right? And then also the opening. You would need the sweep of the skirt. You would need the side seam from here to the hem, okay? And then once you have all that with the body going on the other thing too, center back from the yoke down to the bottom. Okay, so each piece has its own set of specs. The collar, you would want to know the bottom of the collar. You could go halfway or whole. Again, if you go whole, do everything the same. And then the same thing with this shape. So you would need the width of the collar, the length of the collar from tip to tip. Okay, so as many things as make sense to you, put it in that sheet. Now you'll notice on the sheet, excuse me just a minute, I'm going to reach behind you here. I did not give you any titles. If you need more than this, just keep writing. Okay, so there is a PowerPoint today that once I get logged in, I'm going to show you guys something called the Spec Manual. Have you seen that book before, the Spec Manual? They have it's a really good book. It has pre-made forms for dozens of different types of garments, but even then you still aren't going to have everything that your design might have, okay? All right, so the next design I have here, same thing, we've got a belt. And you have panels, so you want to have the width of each panel. You want to have the width of this piece, the height here, and then things like the measurement from here to here. As many things as you feel would help you to make that pattern. The armhole, okay? And then it's not just a matter of fit specs, it's a matter of communication for pattern making, okay? You would want to know, how tall is the back, where the V is, how long are darts, right? And there's really no right or wrong, you just want to be as complete as possible. Okay, so that's that design. And then here's another dress that has the same skirt. There's something else that these both have is pockets, so you want to get inside there and get the measurement. All the dresses have pockets. You want to get the measurement for the pockets. How big is the pocket opening? Okay, you want to have, again, it has the same midriff piece and then a separate collar piece. So as many things as you think you might need. Length of this, and there's also a little band here on the sleeve that would be part of the specs. Okay.